It's the year 2015, and Stephanie, a student at American University, is just waking up. Her morning ritual includes turning off her alarm, brushing her teeth, and getting ready for class. But already, Stephanie has communicated with multiple people. Stephanie speaks to her roommate, Emily, who responds positively. In 2015, verbal communication remains a staple of interpersonal interactions, despite the increasing prevalence of technology as a communication method. Stephanie notices clothes on the floor and decides to leave a passive-aggressive note on the wall, a kind of verbal communication typical in college student speech communities in 2015. But roommate Emily is oblivious to this conflict and walks to class, discussing the upcoming events of the day with her friend who is abroad in Belgium. WhatsApp is one of the many applications innovated to work alongside smartphone technology to connect people regardless of distance. In class, today's interpersonal communication is seen in all of its highs and lows. While working in class, Emily practices her communication skills in a multitude of ways, from listening to speaking to encoding and decoding body language. Tim Elmore, founding president of Growing Leaders, notes that millennials have adapted so much to constant stimulation by technology in the past 10 years that their attention spans have shortened. Generation Xers, and previous generations, must adapt to these changes as technology and physiology begin to interact on a physiological level in the upcoming workforce. When Emily meets Scott for lunch, they have a typical 2015 conversation. An Elon University study of 233 Gen Yers suggested that the quantity of interpersonal communication has increased dramatically over the past 8 years, facilitated by text messaging, email, and the undeniable rise of social media. However, the study found that although quantity of messaging increased, the quality decreased, meaning millennials have more conversations of less value. This is translated to the world of love as well. Match.com turns 20 this year and is struggling hard to stay relevant in a world of mobile dating apps like Tinder and Hinge, which are based primarily on images of users and their relative locations to other users. Tinder reported processing over 1 billion swipes a day, left to right meaning interested or not, and 2 million matches or mutual interests a day. As free applications targeting 18 to 24-year-olds, Tinder and Hinge have a reputation for contributing to casual encounters and usually not much more, according to Julie Spira, an online dating guru. The Washington Post cited Tinder as easy, casual, and fun, and really like a game, suggesting that mobile dating apps are taken less seriously than subscription websites like Match.com or eHarmony. Compounded with decreased quality conversations by millennials, digital matches, when pursued, lead to undoubtedly awkward encounters. Models of dating based on mutual interest in activities are sacrificed for a model based on mutual interest in appearance, and often, seeking individuals may not have much in common. These apps facilitate face-to-face contact, allowing users with mutual interest in one another to message each other and potentially meet up, while apps like Tinder and Hinge promote meeting in person. The issue of decreased quality conversations make them less appealing as serious long-term dating sources. When Janine returns home, she immediately tweets her bad date experience to her 1,500 followers, of whom she personally knows around 300. According to uses and gratification theory, communicators seek particular messaging for specific reasons, from entertainment to information to validation to talking about a bad date. As of 2015, selectivity has become a linchpin in interpersonal communication. DePaul University professor Paul Booth notes that there is a lack of diversity in the number of viewpoints today's communicators subject themselves to. If Roxy calls Janine and Janine doesn't want to share, solitude is only a button away.
Hello?
Heather Human of Kachinko.com defines millennials as tech-savvy, multitasking generation, and the name is fitting. Roxy is constantly communicating, texting friends while doing homework and using social media in short spurts to stimulate her attention as she works. Productivity expert Julie Morgenstern notes that multitasking decreases efficiency by 400%, causing information retention and memory problems in multitaskers. However, face-to-face interpersonal communication has not been completely destroyed by the rise of social media in 2015. Programs such as Skype and iChat have been lauded with establishing meaningful social relationships through a digital medium, allowing particular others, in this case Roxy's parents, to communicate effectively and efficiently with one another. As our heroes head to bed, they dream of the future of interpersonal communication. Possible predictions for interpersonal communication in 2020 include increased accessibility to communication, perhaps even through physiological implants, think like a fusion between Google Glass and LASIK, decreased face-to-face communication, and different value placed on nonverbal communication as images and text replace physical presence. In all, 2015 has seen a rise in the prevalence of digital media as a means to conduct interpersonal communication. We hope that as technology continues to advance, so do our communication methods, so we can maintain meaningful interpersonal relationships in a rapidly changing world.